the Magi. They were great warriors. We're talking about of the land Taseti. Also, people of Taseti in the ancient Kemet, they was in the Kushite. They were Kushite warriors. They were like your assassins. They were like the ones who played no games, but they were very spiritual. So that they knew the Muntu arts, which they call martial arts today. And so they used the eye of Haru as their symbol to fight off all negative forces to protect the land. So this eye represents who they was. This eye, special eye, this third eye, the Magi, with the two snakes, which is Aset and Nethet. In the center, represent Asar. It's Haru. So it's the eye of Haru. So as you see, they were so deep, and they were a nomadic group from Nubia. I said Nubia, which they call the Desert Ranger Police. They use the Medjays, and they use staves as their weapons. They use staves. Let me say it correctly. They use staves as their main weapon. Yes. So, and also they use the bow, because these people of the bow. Yes, which is the land of the bow, which is Ethiopia. So, as today, ancient Kemet will be called Egypt. So the Magi are very sacred, very important. Yes, and they were like warriors you could not stop because they ain't playing no games. So as we speak, the Magi were true warriors. They say soldiers, but I would say warriors. But tar beings who mastered their skills, who were skilled in the craft, when it comes to military and strategy. And so Kushite had the most powerful military force back in them times. And they even hired the Magi warriors. So the Magi warriors had defended Kemet and Taseti and Ethiopia and Kushite, Sudan and everything. The Medjays. So back then, the Kushite kingdom was very powerful. And the Kemetic Kushite kingdom was very powerful. You see, I didn't separate. I said Kemetic Kushite because you can't separate the two. And thieves, the royal palace and tombs and thieves, they protected all of that. And the chiefs of the Magi also known from the New Kingdom. So the Magi was recorded. They got it recorded. They got records of these warriors who didn't play no games. Yes. The only way they could have defeated the Magi warrior, they had to get them guns and ammunition because they the one who kept the hip souls out of Kemet. Because Moses out of the 18th dynasty, this Pharaoh, he used the Magi, the ninjas, the warriors, the assassins, to defeat the hip souls who were non-Africans. So, as you see, these Kushite individuals very powerful. And this is where they get the Assassin's Creed, the video game Assassin's Creed Origins. And they make movies, The Mummy Returns and all that. They're talking about the Magi, the bodyguards. So, Seti, the first personal bodyguards in ancient Kemet, in the movie The Mummy, was the Magi. One of them was the Magi. There was the Medjays in that video. Now you understand, little people. We're talking about ninjas. Who they get that from? They get that from us, African people. And you see the Magi started in Kemet, little people. And you see real black to brown to your regular brown. There you have it, little people. The Magi. You see the bow and arrow people, the bow. You see the feather, you see the horse. And this where they get all that from. Look at that. The last black warrior Magi fighting against people who are non-African. The Magi, this is the truth right here. Here they come. These are the people, the warriors. You talking about martial art, came from us. Everything started from the African person because we were the first on the planet with a civilization and everything else who was civilized. So you have to understand who we is, who we are. We are a people. See, this is the symbol, the eye of Haru that they had told around the Magi to protect Kemet and to show you who they was. That was their badge. Now, this book here, I have this book. I haven't read all of it yet, but Spirit of the Magi. See this brother here? Yes. You see the name. Now, as you know, the Magi warriors, African warriors, at that. Nomads, wanderers, fighters. The Magi is nothing like the Magi. Look at them. Look at these people. Look at it with feathers on their heads. Look at them. And that's Ma'at. These are Ma'atian beings. Ma'atian, Asarian beings. Asari divine. They're gods walk around God's self. Living in Ma'at is the way. The Magi. Y'all can get this book too. Infodici. His name Infodici. But this brother here book, I haven't read all of it, but I'm going to get to it. I got it though. But as you see, the Magi, Kushites. We're not playing. We're not playing. African people, the Magi. Where you think they get all these ninjas movies from? See, these people are copying the original Magi army. And they're making it like they are the ones who was the warriors, when actuality was African people. And they got bones, they got everything they dig up to have proof of that. Of the Magi. Some they try to make it to their own favor, make it work in their own favor, and stuff like that. But we understand what's going on. Who will write the books, right? Who's the author, right? they could change the story, right? So, but the truth will always prevail because we got so much evidence everywhere. What can they do? Can't hide nothing from us. As you know, the Magi, they was the trusted gods of the Pharaoh. They were considered as the ultimate protector of the gods and the people. I said they were the protector of the gods and the people. And this, when you see this movie, you see the movie, which is called Assassin's Creed. You see the video game. It's the Magi in here. The first Magi was the protector of the Pharaoh. We must protect all the people of Kemet, of Egypt, not just them. But as you see where they got it from. They got it from African people. Now you understand. This is how it go down. You can't hide nothing from us, the origin, African people. Your Assassin's Creed, that's where they get it from. The video game. Some of your movies like The Mummy, where they had a Magi in there, ninjas and stuff, all your ninja movies come from the Magi. The Magi were an elite Egyptian, as you see, paramilitary police force who served as desert scouts and protectors of areas of the Pharaoh interests throughout the Old, the Middle, and the New Kingdom. So since we ruled, they had ninjas and Magi. That's why we was on point. I mean, you know they had warriors until the foreigners started outside of the box and they came with them guns. They come with the other stuff. So as you know, one-on-one, hand-to-hand combat, they have nothing on African people, period. That is a fact. The warriors serving, they're Kushite warriors serving in the Kemetic military. But the Seti people. We got a land of the boat. All of Africa is together. We had people from Africa everywhere. But as you know, Harut is the name, what they call Horus in Greek culture. It's the Horus in Greek culture. But the Magi. I think y'all got enough of this energy. Now y'all know. Assassin's Creed's origins. We know this concept, this idea came from the Medjays in the land of Taseti, which means the land of the bow in Ethiopia. But we talking about these was warriors, assassins of ancient Kemet. They was in the Kemetic military. Now, Assassin's Creed. So this idea, this came in 2017 action role-playing video game. And we know that this idea came from the Masonic Brotherhood, which is the Templar order. We know that this brotherhood, this Freemasonic brotherhood, they got the idea from the Magi, ancient Kemet, because you know that a lot of Masons follow ancient Kemet. They take the concept ideas and create their own meaning off of it. They get the idea off of that. So this is supposed to be sort of like the concept from the Magi of ancient Kemet, these warriors. So they made a game and everything out of this, and even in the movie The Mummy. So once you understand this, you understand that African people was very beneficial to the world. Ideas, also especially with Freemasonry. And this is where they get a lot of their ideas from. Us. And so the Magi, as you know, came from us. This is where they developed their military from. They thought about the Magi, these African warriors, assassins when it comes to protecting the land of Kemet or Africa as a whole in general. So they got that from us. So your World War II, your World War IIIs, that I mean, what they thought of the Medjays, how to organize and structure a military. And so as you see, Assassin's Creed, the 3 called Ancient Kemet, and then they talk about World War II. They make a video game about this. You see how they do. So your Egyptologists, you can't listen to all of them. So today we put y'all up on game, get it from African people who already know, like myself. We're gonna give you this game. We're gonna give you this game today. Today we know, we're aware of this knowledge. So the Medjays were like warriors. So you just imagine all the spies they got going on today, all the CIA agencies and KGB agencies that they had, especially like in World War II. Your Medjays is where they get a lot of these concepts and these ideas and ways to operate and the ways to move from. And they learn about energy and how to maneuver with this energy. So this is where martial arts and everything come from. The Medjays. The Magi warriors was very important because they used dogs and monkeys to assist them in their work. Assist them when finding answers and clues when they investigate. So they used dogs. So you talking about today's how police use the dog, you know where they got it from. And this is ancient time, this is like 5,000-6,000 years ago. This is what we're talking about here. The Medjays. And these were your herdmen and warriors. And I definitely got their blood type. And some got the B blood type, which I am, A or O. But you know, Africans produce all blood type. But the Magi, I feel it in me. But these were the ones who used them darn dogs first. This is where they got the idea from. So why they got it from these people? Because they were so tight and so sharp. You know what I mean? So who was the Magi? They were skilled warriors. Get all this out this video. So I can show these people on this video with the Magi, what they look like. The Magi really ethnic group, as you see. With them feathers. They were Nubians. Yep, they were Nubian Kushite. They were skilled, as you know. We the people. These were your Kushites. They was your Kushites. They said they also were used by Romans according to what they say. But we know the Magi fight against who? The Romans. You can see it. It's got videos on that. And they fight against the Greek. They fight against, so they got the bows. They were very skilled with the bows. So when guns are easy, the most popular weapon in the world, and most people consider them the top dog, archery can still provide a certain level of competition when it comes to deadliness and accuracy, even with all the technology that has gone into gun making over the years. For any kind of people without advanced technology, many historians tell the story of warriors with incredible skills with the bow. So we had black people who was in the land of Taseti, Ethiopia, was very tight with the bow. You know what I mean? These are your black Sumerians. You got to have a black blood to be a Sumerian. Your ninjas, a samurai to be a samurai. To be a samurai, you got to have that black blood. Let me say it correctly. So these were skilled the archers, the Medjays. You know what I mean? They had these weapons. I mean, they ain't played. It was in the movie The Mummy. So this is what they got it on. The Magi, ancient Kemet, ancient Egypt. They also had magical knowledge and knowledge of how energy worked and magic worked, like I said. So that's why today we don't control the energy like in ancient Kemet. These are the Magi warriors, as you see, with the spear and with the shields. Yes. Before them guns came out, when they made them guns and them cannons, they messed up the world. When they made ways to deceive our people, they messed up the world. Another thing they used the trickery, deceiving. But ancient Kemet, that's how it was. History of the Magi. Everybody want to talk about black people, ancient black people, my ancestors. You know what I mean? They used trained dogs and monkeys. This is where they get that from. And there was the Pharaoh's elite bodyguard. As you see, it was African, black, brown, your melanin. So there's no dispute on that. But Assassin's Creed used the Magi in their countless plot lines just to make money. They used us to make money. And also Freemasonry. You know what I'm saying? So now you know, beautiful people. Let me show you what they look like again. Look at these people. This is what they look like. Feathers in the head, my Atians, Assyrian beings. Beautiful people. They are Nubians. What do they call Nubians? African people. And so dogs like Greyhound, dogs like your Greyhounds, Saluki dogs, you know, as you know, your hound dogs. You know what I mean? This is what they use in Kemet, ancient Egypt, Kemet. Now, this is what they use in Kemet as pets, dogs. They say around 10,000 BC. It's in the Near East. But we know, Africa is always first. This is how I go down, little people. Say you the Magi, I'm the Magi. Darn right. I got a right to claim that. Many of my African brothers claim the Magi. But you can't be doing wrong and destroying your people to be the Magi. You got to be spiritual discipline, spiritual warriors. You know what I mean? Protecting the people for real, protecting the land for real. Not only just warriors with the bow, but warriors with your mind state. Be the Magi. You know the symbol. What's the Magi symbol? As you see, the eye of Haru the warrior. Yes, it's the Magi who helped the Pharaohs succeed. Nuba people. Now it's I King Lit who bring you this light. It gets no realer than this. And all these people, how they copy us and take the concepts and ideas. They don't give us no credit. It's a shame. We got to do our own research to understand what these movies be about. It be about us. But how they stole it, how they master and create their own off of us. Even the police forces today in the world, FBI agents, CIA agents, the idea, the concepts come from African people. Man, that's something. We got to get it together, beautiful people. We got to get it together. We got to do better. We got to do better. As African people. We got to do better. The Magi. We got to do better. We got other people exploring our culture and making their truth out of our stuff and create lies out of our stuff and create the narrative out of our energy. But they love it because it was awesome. They wouldn't use it if it wasn't powerful like that. So they reversed the magic upon us. So as you know, thieves, the 18th dynasty, that's what Kamoses campaigned against the Hyksos. Yep, and he won. He put Amun back on the throne again. Amun Ra was who he called again. Who they called again. And make sure that everything was right. Amun, a powerful name, Amun Ra. So Amun Ra. As you know, Kushite, Nubia. As you see, Egypt, Kemet, it's all the same people. The Mummy they created in 1932, the film, they had the Magi I mentioned as Pharaoh's Seti the first personal bodyguards of ancient Egypt. It's in that movie. Then they remade it in 1999, the Mummy. And also in the video game Assassin's Creed, the Origins, yep. The Bayat is considered the last Magi, acting as a chef throughout the 1st century BC Egypt. But you know, this how it go down. Now you know, beautiful people, I brought you this light. Ashe.